Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome, Aya. How are you? Pausing for raves? Just a rave? Did I miss a rave? I always miss all the good raves. Happy, you know what? I would say happy Monday, but for one, it's Monday. Another rave. When it makes my eyes red, it looks so weird. It's Monday, which sucks because everyone hates Mondays. It's also the first, which means rent is due. So I'm down thousands of dollars today. And also, I had to go to the dentist. Today is not a great day. But thankfully, we're going to do some game dev. But unfortunately, it's freaking UMG. God damn it. Thankfully, on Friday, we did figure out how to do the animation part. So that's good. What makes your eyes red, it almost looks like this challenge accepted meme. What? I don't... Challenge accepted meme? I don't... What meme is for challenge accepted? Oh. That guy. Okay, I know that guy. Okay, got it. Yeah, I know that guy. I don't know the names of these things. Checks out. Devlog came out today. And surprisingly, again, still, the devlog is still doing well. Despite all this time. It's a 3 out of 10. Watch time is not great, but it's not a long video. Hey, Guts, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So I don't know. I still don't understand why the devlog started doing well all of a sudden. I think it's just because I did a visual update. I mean, that's it. But it's such a big difference that it's insane. I'll take it though. Other than that, I had an amusing interaction with a commenter today. So I can't even share this. I won't share like do a screenshot, but I'll tell you. This is for a really old, not great material video, which is older than all of my PCG stuff, for reference. That's how old it is. It's before I really started doing PCG. So I was still figuring out how to edit and all that. So. And by the way, the video still has 93.5% upvoted. This video is pure dog shit. He cuts the video off. He cuts the video. Stuff appears. Doesn't explain. I'm like, and I reply because I reply to everyone. It seems a lot of people like the tutorial. So what did you find lacking so I can learn? Well, the happy face. And then he's like, a lot of people told you that you cut the video a lot and the stuff is missing. Had to watch another tutorial. You got a free dislike. So I'm like, nice. Thanks for the engagement. I just reply with that. Because I got engagement on the like and dislike and 2 comments out of this guy. That's nice. You don't get that, kind of engagement for everyone. Most people will just leave. Which is, low watch time and just leaving is far worse than, leaving any kind of like or dislike, as it doesn't matter which one it is. It's still great engagement. And 2 comments. Chef's kiss. Nothing better than farming people like that for content. Love it. So I just wanted to share that because that was enjoyable today. Yeah, a little bit of positivity. Yeah, it pushes the algorithm exactly. So like, go. I have considered. There is one video I already privated from back then that I just always thought was not very good. I just wasn't happy with it. Finally, I ended up privating it. But I might private more of those old material stuff because it's not what I do on the channel anyway. And they're so old and they're not great. Hey, Pseudo Kid, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. UMG hell sucks. I agree. You already imagine how you sit there with a margarita in hand and be like, go on. Go on. Hey, Rip and Sticks, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Here to say you are now a gas user and have dove into CPP, and you're also here to say there's nothing to fear with CPP except having to close and reopen editor when coding something. The problem isn't the C++ is scary. I just don't like syntax and writing it. And to me, that is some of the most boring and annoying thing in the world, and I just don't want to deal with that. I never said it was scary. I'm just lazy. I can't be bothered to figure out the syntax and have to write it and then not have. I want pretty colors. I want beautiful colored lines. I want all my things in different colors. I want to be able to just double click and just see it pop up. I want nice organization. I want come up bubbles. I want visual. You don't get any of that. It's not scary. It's just I don't want to actually not have something wrong because I didn't capitalize the word P in print. Fuck that. I don't want it to not work because I forgot a semicolon or forgot to close a parenthesis or whatever. I want the code to not work because the logic of the code doesn't work, not because I messed up with a comma or a period or a parentheses or something like that. That's what I don't like that stuff. You don't get that with blueprints. You only get it not working because your logic sucks. Cool. That's perfect for me. So I'm sticking to it. AI can do pretty much everything for you, then why are you doing anything? If AI can do everything for you, then where's the interest? Why would I want to use it then? I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling AI to do something that I'm not learning or improving then. What's the point? You'd be even annoyed if it was something language like Python. Telling it's 2025, that issue doesn't happen. The code will tell you. Yeah, the code will tell me. Look, I tried to do this last year. Engine wouldn't compile. I didn't understand the errors. The problem was nowhere inside my code. The problem was somewhere else that I had to change something. And apparently, that wasn't part of the tutorial, so I couldn't figure out how to fix it and get it to compile. It's just not worth it. There's zero benefit to me. You're only telling me negatives here. Basically, you're showing me negatives. You're like, oh, well, look at these negatives. They're so great. What you see is what you get. Weissewig. That's how I'll pronounce that. CPP isn't scary? No. It's just annoying as hell. No, the problem wasn't with whatever I was doing. The problem was in the engine level. But for whatever reason, you had to, there was something missing, inside of the engine files, and that had to be fixed before you recompiled it for the version that I was doing, last year or whatever it was. It was a whole thing. I don't know. Not worth it. Not at all. Not even a little bit. There's nothing I currently cannot do without it. Are you planning on playing SL game? What is SL game? The answer is probably no. But I don't know what SL is. Some lame game? No, I don't plan to play any lame games. Nope, no plans. Solo leveling? Is that a mobile game? Like I saw like Ludwig or something was like had a video on it. I thought it was a mobile game. You get your diagnosis Thursday? Oh, fingers crossed. Oh, you got it Thursday. Your friend wasn't impressed with it? Were you? No, it's PC. But is it PC like Genshin Impact is PC? But it also has a mobile version, and right, the visuals are all right, but it's a gotcha. Probably not then. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Pseudo Kid. I don't know the stages, but I hope it's treatable. It's treatable. Good. Good. Get yourself treated. Telling you they got you covered? God. Yeah, just... Main thing is you gotta you spot it and it's treatable. So now you just gotta treat it and hopefully it will all turn out well. Should be starting radiation in the next week or so. Nice. Good. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. That it all goes well and quick and easy. That's the hope. Six weeks after you start. 6 weeks, honestly, is not that long. Right? Like... $5 days a week? Oh, wow. I mean, I say, oh, wow, not knowing if that's a lot or a little, but it sounds like a lot. Gonna be intense? You can do it. I believe in you. Radiation Monday through Friday. Yeah! Where is my... Oh, here it is. So... Right, we were doing this, and it had an animation on it. We were doing this. With buttons, and it can move and animate. But... It was not getting the current time. And we need to figure out how do you check the animations? Whether if the animation has finished playing or is at the end versus at the beginning. And at current animation time, did it work? So stage 3 is very treatable, so you should make a full recovery. If it was stage 4, it would be a very different story. Good. I'm happy to hear that. I don't know how many stages there are, but I'm glad that stage 3 is very treatable. You know? They're forced. Okay. Even better than you stopped at the right point. Oh, play animation. Well, hold on. Play animation with finished event. That's probably what I want to do. I want to do with finished event. Oh, and then we can do forward or reverse. That's what we gotta do. And then we can know when finished, we can mark a variable, finished or not. Stage 4 is when they give you 5 years. That's the one you want. I assume you meant to this, not to you saying stage 4 is when they give you 5 years and that's the one you want. I'm assuming this. Yes, the play animation. Okay. Look, I had to double check just in case. That's oh, nice. Woohoo. What's the best I got? This. Hell yeah. Clean up even better. Let's make a. I guess we can just make this an integer. I'm calling it integer. Good job, me. Good job, me. So make it a 1 and then reverse if it is not equal to 1. I guess make it 2. 2. You also totally won't spread? Woohoo! So, overall, I mean, honestly, all things considered, it's good news. For some people, the voices in the head sing the Tetris theme. For you, it's the Chocobo theme. Chocobo theme is great. Chocobos in general are great. Except freaking they butchered freaking chocobos in Final Fantasy 15. God. Final Fantasy 15 was, I'm sorry, it was terrible. It was bad. Yeah, mostly lucky. Yeah, you could have, of course, been more lucky by just not having it to begin with, but considering everything, pretty good. Sometimes this kind of stuff is easier in Blueprint than C++. Yep. Do you not want to just do a do once node? Oh. You're right about one. I don't want to do once, but I forgot to check here. We only want to do this if it is not 2. And then we want to do this. By the way, I got a new keyboard, and I thought I got the same kind as I had, but this one is definitely feels cheaper, even though it's also by Corsair. I got another Corsair keyboard, and it's the quietest thing I've ever gotten in my life. Like, it has no click, pretty much. And I don't know if I like that. I'll be honest. I don't know what it is. I used to have Browns. I'm pretty sure. I should probably just pull up my Amazon just to check what it had, because I didn't look. I just ordered it, but I didn't actually look. It might be. Hold on. It's a membrane wired gaming keyboard. Is it not a mechanical keyboard? Is that the thing? Is that the problem? It's not even mechanical? Congrats, you played yourself. I did. I got it from Corsair. I didn't read the thing. It was... God damn. Well, that explains why I feel so, like, shitty. This right here. That's why I got this. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I have a K55 myself, because my old keyboard is a Corsair K55 RGB, but I guess they have a membrane version of it and a non-membrane version of it under the same name. Hold on, search. I'm pretty sure it's 55 that I had. We have a different number. I had 95. Oh, that explains some stuff. Also, I don't know why it's not loading always on the first attempt. Well, that explains why it feels so shitty. I don't even know if I could return it easily. Because it's not like they're gonna come and pick it up, so I'd have to go and drop it up, like drop it off somewhere, and that's gonna be a whole thing. God damn it. This needs to be a clip. You can clip it yourself. You mostly finished your fence generator? Nice. You're here for the hell and to aid? Wait, why is it not working at all now? Where was I stupid? If it is not equal to 2, which it shouldn't be. Oh. I didn't select forward there. I left it on reverse. That's fine. You're working on unequipping weapons today? I thought you already had that set up. It works except there's a bug whenever you swap between 2 equipped weapons. Oh. What's the bug? Why isn't it playing? Do I need a widget input here? I just want to play the animation. Playing itself? Not the visual and responsiveness of it. There we go. Okay, that shouldn't be happening. What? Right. So we want to make sure that it is equal to 2. When we do this, and then we want to close it
here. Pausing for ads.
And then we change this value. That's what you gotta do. You got to work? Yeah, I got to work last Friday. How'd you get to work? Through pain and suffering, I got to work. That's what it took, pain and suffering. Yeah. How many units of pain and volume of suffering? Yes. Just yes. How much is the K95? Why is the K95 not even here as a keyboard? was wondering why it was relatively cheap. I mean, it was like still a little bit of a sale, but I was like, oh, why wonder? There, K70. Maybe I'll just get the K70. I don't really need the, I guess, the macro keys on the side. I barely ever use them. This is pretty much my old keyboard that I used to have. Plus, I had macro keys, but I never used them because I have a Stream Deck. This is interesting. USB-C. As long as it connects not to a USB-C at the other end, I'll be fine. This has cherry what? Cherry MX Speed? What cherry? It's cherry switches. What is MX Speed? Is that loud? What on earth is causing RAM spike prices? Yeah, AI data centers. Yeah, that's what it is. What happened to keyboard? I bought keyboard. I bought new keyboard because my S button was misbehaving. I didn't read the damn thing. I just ordered Corsair because I know Corsair. Just before this realization happened, just before you joined. I didn't get a mechanical keyboard. I got a membrane keyboard. Because I didn't read the damn name of it. I was like, why is it so silent and it just doesn't feel very good? Like, why? Honestly, I might keep it as a backup at this point. It's gonna be probably less headaches. An optical keyboard this rate. I do want a mechanical keyboard, but I might keep it as a backup in case, like, you know, it breaks and I have like something as a backup, or if I need to go on a trip and I need to like bring a keyboard. Better than nothing. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Excellent. So, you want to see what I had to do to get this to work? Leo? So, what it takes is inside of the horizontal box, we've got the button. Then we have a size box. Inside of the size box is an overlay. Inside the overlay is a button and a retainer box. Inside the retainer box is a horizontal box. Inside of that is an image and a text box. Because you cannot put things under a button for the life of me. If you put it under a button, just, you get this shit. And I don't know why. So it has to be, eventually I figured that part out. I'm like, okay, we do not have it under a button. And by the way, this would still work. It's just for some reason cutting it in. when it's underneath a button. But when it's not underneath a button, then it works fine, as you can see. So no, it's not really key by key. Well, it is, but not really. Okay, no, it's not at all. Yeah, you can see here, it's not really key by key. It's in the dimensions of the button as the alpha when you have it like that. Yes. That's what the retainer box is for. Yes. It automatically does that for me. So, although it's not using the alpha of the button, it's using the size of the overlay, I'm pretty sure. The thing above it. So, either way, it does the job. So, now we just need to do... set it up for all of them. Retainer box, just tell me if I hover over it. Of course not, it doesn't tell me anywhere. It basically works, there we go. Retainer box renders children widgets to a render target first before later rendering that render target to the screen. This allows both frequency and okay, terrible explanation. It basically allows you to create a alpha of whatever's inside of it. So that's how you could put it in a square image, and your retainer box can like make the corners rounded because that's the alpha you're using or whatever else through a material. Yeah. Then you should make that a modular tile so you don't have to do 4 times. Oh yeah. This was just a test in here to get it to work. Now we can work on making this modular and all that good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I want this now in a new thing. But it works now. Yay. Surely that won't be more headache? Oh yeah, not at all. Just let the Schadenfreude continue. You know, for the longest time, I always said that I am the definition of Schadenfreude. You know, but I realized that no, I'm not. Just only recently. Because Schadenfreude is getting, enjoyment from other people's misery, basically. And I don't necessarily, like, I don't want people to be miserable. But sometimes, if my people I don't like are miserable, I do get enjoyment, but I don't think that's Schadenfreude. Yeah, because I don't want to inflict pain on or suffering on people, which is why I said, and for my understanding of the word, it's just getting enjoyment from other people's misfortune. It doesn't want pain on someone. But if someone falls down the stairs, it brings you joy. Depends. Is it a video of someone falling down the stairs? If yes, then yes, it will bring me joy and I will laugh. If it was someone next to me and actually in real life next to me that falls down, I will not be laughing. I'll probably be like, oh shit, are you okay? So it depends, yes. Do I know them or care about them or not? If I don't, then it's hilarious. If I do, then I'm concerned. Yeah. Why don't I just make a BCG graph? The people in the video aren't real, they're AI. true and real. Or I mean AI. Can I copy this and just paste it? That worked pretty well. Guess we got the size box. It should all theoretically work. We just need to expose some stuff. Also, imagine by that logic, you're video recording the person IRL and they fall down. Does that mean you laugh or does the universe collapse? Depends. If I was recording them and they fall, was it, one, a planned fall? If not, does it seem like it's a they tripped and fell? Hilarious. If they actually fell down the stairs and it seems like that could be bad, oh shit. Wait. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Oh, I need to draw a random box. Oh. Brown box. There we go. So like I said, Leo, it depends. All right. Very simple. So you're showing your progress to your friend today. He had asked you if you're going to make armor and weapons for everything, or have it be characters that hold unique weapons, and he got you thinking, oh no. Oh no. Having characters that hold unique weapons would be much simpler system. You'd have to do way less 3D modeling than your current system. No. What makes you think that your current system might be a little bit overkill? I don't know why you think that. That can't be right. You also tied to the lore / gameplay. Well, it would definitely tie into the gameplay, for sure. Because that's just called gameplay. There are many things you could do simpler, Leo. Very many things. And it's okay. You choose not to. That's okay. We've all come to accept this. Anyone know what the difference is between this set text and this set text? Can anyone tell me what the difference is between the two? Just out of curiosity. Well, I tend to always use this one, but why is there's this one as well? The blue one is more official. I was like, oh. To display text, I guess. The blue one gets laid, it's Giga Chad. It's blue. Is that why? I need to copy the animation. Can I copy and paste the animation? No. Okay, let's make a new animation. Guess I'll just undo this. It's of the size box, that's right. Yeah, so you can't override the stuff in the button, so that's why I had to add a size box. So you can animate the size box's size. So we do with override. So the question now becomes, so now see, I want this in the middle now. I want this aligned left, but I want this aligned to the middle of the remaining spot. Do I have to do an overlay here and then tell it to be in the middle? Why is it? Why did it? That's okay. That's how you do it. Hey, Skronek, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Prepping an overlay. Yep, done. Is there any way for me to? I want this value to be a variable. I want this value to be a variable. Hello from the USA. Hello. Oh, it's because this is empty. That's why. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so now put in the expanding button here. What? Okay. So we can try this. Just throw an image in here. Throw a different image in here. Why do I see the text? Okay, so that example text doesn't work the way I want it to. That is not doing at all what I want it to anymore. This was doing what I wanted it to. But then I wanted it in the middle. Aha, I can change it to fill. No. Yes? No. Fill also is bad. It needs to be auto. Okay, well, I guess this is just gonna be how it is. Is there any way? Because if I did overlay, right? Well, that's working. But the problem is I cannot do... Oh, hold on. Wait. Is it because it was... Oh, it was because it was fill. We can't use fill. It has to be auto. But then why is it not taking up the full space? Just... that's what I mean. It just doesn't make any sense. freaking alignment stuff makes sense. You can't do spacer, it has to be automatic. I don't know if the text is gonna be 3 letters or 300 letters. It needs to be automatic. It just, I hate UMG. I hate it. And Manga Rookie, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I can't use fill because for some reason this works differently with fill and with auto. So it has to be auto, but for some reason auto makes it not be aligned in the center. I could try fill. No, but see, I can't do like a 50 on the left because that'll just push it to the right. That doesn't fix the problem. Guess we just have to be happy with what we got. Is it faster to animate a rotation in a material or render transform of the widget? Animate a rotation in a material? Well, it depends. How good are you at materials? Because animating a transform is very easy. And I can do that infinitely faster than going to material and then figuring out how to rotate it. Maybe you're super good at materials to know how to rotate. You know, you can use a custom rotator and use that. But then you can't really control the speed per thing because then you need to do dynamic material instances. And that's a whole thing. Material UV rotation or rotating the texture of the material graph? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just a UI material? Like, don't you still need to do like a whole material for it? Yeah. Same thing, but I'm assuming you still need to do a dynamic material instance if you want to control it compared to another one. It's just different variables otherwise. How do we get this to be what I want? Why does fill move the text? This doesn't do anything either. Oh, it doesn't move if I align left. Okay, here. I figured it out. You have to align the text left, and then it can do this. And then it will be in the center somehow, because it's aligning left, but it's in the center. Either the widget render transform happens in CPU, but you have no. Oh, I couldn't tell you that. I got no clue. Let's ask Phil. Who's Phil? I used to know a guy named Phil. He had an insanely strong peanut allergy, so I couldn't tell you if he's still alive. But the Phil I used to know had a very bad peanut allergy. Yeah, the TTS sometimes doesn't go off. Still, you know the problem with, well, me in general is I'm very much a out of sight, out of mind guy, and basically when I'm there you go. Basically when I am seeing this problem, I'm like, I need to fix it, and then stream ends and I already forget. Because after stream ends, I do my Wanikani for learning Japanese, and by that time I'm tired, and so I don't do anything except relax and go to bed. May play a few more rounds of Blueprints, but otherwise I basically forget about it. I had a lot of time yesterday to go through and check all the voices. Close enough, Skronik. Wani, W-A-N-I, Connie, Wani Connie. It's it's this. See? We'll try to remind you next time. The problem is you got to remind me when I actually have time to do it. And that's a hard thing to find. How well are you doing with that? Well enough. Making progress. I've been slowly learning Japanese for over a year now. So slowly. The problem is the thing that I need to be going through more is this book, which is all the like grammar, but it's a textbook and I'm so bad about textbooks. So bad. If it was just digital, I would have gone through the entire thing already. Just you catch some phrases and meanings just because you watch too much anime in Japanese? Yeah. Can You Kana is a good learning game? Is it for... I need one for grammar, specifically. I have enough for, like, learning words and reading. I need stuff for grammar, specifically. Which is what... Yankee is great. Like, this is genuinely good, but I've had this for months, and I'm, you know... I'm like halfway through it-ish. I've had this for over half a year, I think, and I'm only like halfway through it because I'm just so bad about it. For reading, yeah. What do we want to put in here for now? Use this one. That works. So let's see. Collected cards. Oh, and I also need to do... Where's the button? On clicked. Button clicked. All. That's gonna be... Okay. This. Level 1 undo doesn't undo properly. So we don't want this. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to select this and delete it. And then go here. So what we need to do is, instead of close second button, this needs to be a whole thing of like close all buttons. So let's So let's do. Okay, we'll deal with the first button first. Close first button. I'll make this into a function, but I just want to make sure this is going to work first. Yeah, I have a good night. Thanks, Seven Bye. You hear anyone recommending a Rosetta Stone, but that was like a go-to for a long time? Oh, that was a go-to like 20 years ago. Yeah. You changed the mesh and now the points are not on the surface anymore, but floating right in the middle. You'll get there. You'll get there. Let's go here. Where's this? I'll put this in category tab buttons. So we need to do, what's the animation called? Animated opening. For this widget, I guess you could animate in a different place than you do the widget, but you have to tie it to, I don't know. It's a little odd. So this is reversing it if it's not one. And then here we do guess it's gonna be hard to make this a function because there's gonna be a different one for each one. So this needs, when I press this needs to trigger closing of the other one, but we'll do that later. I guess what we can do is instead have a custom event. Close other buttons. And then we can just do all of them here. So as long as it's not doing this, then it's gonna start playing this. And then it's going to do those other buttons. And also, we're going to make a boolean here and just say animation playing. Anim playing. I don't know why animation playing is a thing. Oh, where am I using animation playing? Hold on a second. I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't. Okay. Let's have the variable. So we'll set it to be true here, and when it finishes, set it to be false. And we'll only do, we'll only play this if it is not playing an animation. So then we're fine. And then, assuming that's the case, it will start this. It will also close the other buttons, which means that's fine. Because animation is playing, but the main thing is you can't click on another button while this is happening. So, let's find out how badly I broke things. Or if this works at all. It looks really good. The shape-wise, that was nice. Good. Right now, they're doing like $150 for lifetime for all 25 languages. Seems like a decent deal, but so many things are free and good enough. Yeah. The thing is, like, it's fine from what I hear, but it's not. But their alternatives are just better, which is why they're also charging more for alternatives. Okay, good. Okay, so the closing's not working. Why is the closing not working? Oh, it's because I have a close second button here. I need to do those other buttons instead of this. Yeah. And I also pay. I pay for Duolingo. Like there was a sale last Christmas time, and I was like, it was $60 for the whole year. I was like, you know what? Let's try it. Is it great? That works. That works pretty well. But I decided to get it because that is one of the few places where like I can just have context, easy context for words. And it does help for that. But it is not the main source of like learning for me. But mostly I'm focusing on learning words right now over learning grammar. Because then when I learn grammar, it's easier to, because I have a lot of words I can potentially use with it. Try to learn Gaelic? Any particular reason? Or just wanted to? Hey, so welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Duolingo with its streak is so annoying. Probably one of the reasons you stopped. It's annoying? How so? But you can just not care about the streak. Just ignore it. Just turn it off. You can turn off notifications and then can't even complain about the streak. You give up because you haven't finished the first stuff you tried learning? Heritage? Ah, got it. That makes sense. I don't care about my heritage. You're 193 streak on Duolingo? Nice. Mine is currently on day 451. Basically what I do in the mornings is I do Wanikani, and then basically I when I go to brush my teeth and take a shit in the morning, basically, that's when I do Duolingo. So, like, I don't take extra time really out of my day to do Duolingo. It's just, instead of playing games or browsing, you know, pictures, whatever on the phone, I'll just do Duolingo then. You disable most of it? Do you know Yazia? No, never heard of it. You miss your streak, you have to go through like 20 screens? That just sounds like a terrible app. Just don't use that. And answer questions? No thanks. In your old age, if you hear Japanese, you're going to get what? What? What is the connection? I think I'm missing the connection here. Your association with learning the language while taking a poop. Oh. Said even did. I do also do one lesson when I'm not pooping at 6 p.m. to keep up like streaks and stuff. That's like, you know, 2 minutes and done. Which is annoying, I will say. But I do it because like I'm keeping myself in Diamond League, the highest league. And also, again, the majority of the time, learning Japanese is also wanikani, which is not when I'm pooping, so it's okay. Well, that'll be funny. That'd be funny if every time I try to learn Japanese, I need to take a shit. Can I get a... Is there another icon I can use with card? I don't think I have that many card icons. I don't. Let's get some icons. Was to make the image upside down for the discard? I mean, maybe. Let's just see what card images there are. Oh god, there's not that many great ones. What do we want to use for like cards that are no longer available in the deck? It's literally called card burn. I mean, I think we're using that. Discarded cards. Could be literally called card discard. Yep, that works. Cards left in the deck. So this is just what do you have in the deck? I mean, I could use this. I guess we can use this for now. Could use the poker hand. Could use the poker hand. I gotta get rid of the spade. And the cards that I currently gathered already now. The cards I've already gathered could be these. I don't know why it goes darker in this preview. Yeah, that seems like it should be fine. It's just I'll put it under UI. Where is this under? Collection view. Collection view. Icons. And let's test something that I believe is a thing now. Batch rename. And we just do add prefix. You do all lower, all upper. You just swap all. Swap first. What does swap first do? Go back. I wanted to see if I could just do... Can I make the first letter everything? Swap first. Aha! Okay. I mean, so it doesn't do good with the dash. It's just... we can do search for dash, replace with underscore. You just swap for, I mean, again, it doesn't capitalize the second one. I guess. Then we just do this. But why can't we do, okay, I see. So you can't do like all of them together, but you know what? Good enough. Okay, this is the burn. This is the discard. That's this one, and that's this one. Oh, I wanted to get rid of the spade. I could have done that, Skornak, but I just didn't care at that point. I just didn't care. I know. Yeah, look how hard this is. Look how hard it is. Huh? Just have to be careful here not to go out of the little section. Just. Because you're not careful. You'd be like, oh, whoops. And then just ruin the entire thing. Also, you can see the brush stroke. By the way, this whole thing is free. They've made this program free. If you haven't heard, go grab it. Do I want to name these as what there are? Probably. I just call. After everything. After everything, I'm just renaming it. You have no idea what I'm using? I'm using Affinity. Affinity has, if you want basically Photoshop and Illustrator for free, get Affinity. It is literally free. It's been what I've been using, but they released a new version where they put everything together and release it for free. The only part of it that's not free is the AI part.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
If you want to do AI things, then you have to pay for the AI part. But everything else, it's free. Completely. Now. Before they keep the online and AI features out of your stuff, if you don't want to use the AI, you don't even enable it into your stuff. Yeah, it's not even downloading the AI without your permission. So it's not even like part of the download. Here. Settings. Here, see? This is the machine learning stuff. So this is the AI stuff. And you see it has this icon, which means it has to pay for it. And it's not even enabled. So you're not even downloading anything that's using AI if you don't want to. Which is a good way of doing it. Why you shouldn't even need to be downloading stuff that's AI. You know how long you've been looking for a non-smart TV? I mean, I don't know why all TVs are smart. Yeah, but yeah, that if you don't want AI, you don't even download the parts that are AI. It's great. Can't find them. Couldn't find the damn things because they make so much money spying on you and selling your information. They don't want to make other kinds. Yeah, I don't want like. I mean, I don't have a TV. Could you theoretically find just a really big monitor? Can you just buy it? Is that a thing? Do they just sell monitors at large sizes? Can you? Let's do in order. Cards and deck. It would be easier, I guess, if I kept them as the same value that they are here. Nah. You have a huge TV and it's a smart TV, but it came out before they force you to always be online. I'm sorry, your TVs are forcing people to be online? Fuck that. The only thing I want a TV for is to display what I plug into it. I want a big screen. I don't want anything else. Now they're trying to make it where you can't use the thing if you're not online, updating all the time. I hate that stuff so much. Like, it's stupid. Cards and deck. Oh, actually, that can be swapped out. So you know what? We could theoretically make this a function then. I just don't know if this will allow it to be a... no, this wouldn't be able to be put into a function. Because this is a time-based thing. God damn it. Because it's a time-based thing, I can't put it into a function. You can't even do that now. If you're playing a game on your TV, it will send snapshots of what's on screen back to the company. Yeah, I'd want a dumb TV. It's so stupid. Like, I've seen freaking refrigerators showing ads to people. First of all, I don't want a refrigerator with all this crap. I know they still exist for refrigerators, at least. But two, I hate it. I hate that. I also hate when how new cars have features that are not enabled unless you pay monthly for them. If it's in the car, I should have access to it. Otherwise, why is it in the car? Why am I paying more for something I didn't want? Get it out of the car. I'm just gonna get rid of all this. Let's see how it is with the 2 buttons. See a thing where you watch an ad to get toilet paper in a public bathroom? No. Please tell me that was just a joke. Your vehicle was like that? You hit the help button and was like, hey, your stuff isn't working? And they're like, yeah, that was a limited time, so you could see the future? What? Oh, that's real clean. That's clean. I think I see a slight outline, so maybe I need to modify the button size there, or rather the image size with the border, but that looks real clean. The one thing that I need to make it though is when we just get into it, when it just generates, I need to open the one that it is. So by default, they're all closed, and I needed to start with that one open, right? So they're all closed, but this one is selected. So I needed to actually have that selected. But that's pretty clean. I like that so far. Can I... guess what we can do is do a select based off of this. Actually. And then... actually, no. When this first gets constructed, it means it's going to select the default one, which is the first one. Always. And the first one is the collected cards. And then what we can do is start time 0.5. And if I do this, it will effectively put it at the end by default, I think. Because it is a 0.5 time loop. So, let's see. If you want to send a text with your voice through the vehicle, they want you to pay them monthly. But why would you even need that? Like, there's already Android Auto. And if not that, then you just use your own phone's, you know, voice commands. Like, you don't need the car for this. Yeah, it's open now. Ah. It's open, but it's not set to 1 by default. So, okay, let's do what I was thinking of originally, which was just make it all 0. Actually match the numbers. You have to talk about, oh, you're talking about that one. That's supposed to just send a thing to your phone, really. That's, oh my god. So my car is a 2018 Hyundai, or however you pronounce that, Elantra. That's what I have. Mine's a 2018. less than 10,000 miles on that car. And I drove that car to and from Los Angeles, from the Bay Area, and I drove it all the way to Canada, and still has about like 8,000 miles on it. I don't drive a lot from 2018. Thankfully, that one's a pretty dumb car. It has enough smart in there for me to like plug in my phone and use the phone's navigation and all that. But it's using the phones and for stuff. What? Oh. Oopsie. Forgot that little value change. So now you guys know what car I drive, or rather, what car has been having a dead battery in the garage for a year now. Literally. Google's been trying to make a mess out of their search engine, but just using Google for GPS works so much better than vehicle navigation. I tend to just use Waze. That works pretty well for me. You know, the funny thing is, when I first came to Canada, right, everything here is in kilometers per hour. And my car is in miles per hour. No, I have an Android. I use Android Auto. And the car has Android Auto support. But everything here is in kilometers per hour, and my car's in miles. It definitely has a kilometers per hour, but it's like the small number, hard to see. So what I did was when I was driving like on streets where I couldn't just follow a car, because obviously if you can follow a car, you know the speed limit. It's whatever the traffic is going on. But if you're the only one on the road or you're in front, you know the speed limit. So what I did was I set the Waze to show me, to tell me everything's still in miles. And so it would show the speed limit converted from kilometers to miles. And then I'm like, okay, that's the speed limit. Because it's just easier to see, right? It's just the bigger number. I feel, this is a terrible picture, but this is the 2020 version of my car, I think. At least that's what it says, 2020 version. So this is 2 years newer, but you can see, right, this is the miles per hour, and that is the kilometers. So yes, it is there, but in terms of like when you're driving and you need to keep track, looking at this is considerably harder than looking at this. So I just made Waze tell me the speed in miles, and it was so much simpler that way. Could you do it? Yes, but here, yeah, you can see considerably how much smaller the text is for the kilometers. And just give me the conversion into miles, and then I'll just use that. The thing is, this thing has a one of the displays is your miles per hour, so you can just have a digital display of your miles per hour instead of using this. But unfortunately, you cannot change that to kilometers per hour. If I could change the digital display of this thing to kilometers per hour, then I probably wouldn't need all that. again, I haven't driven in over a year, so it doesn't really concern me. But theoretically, I might be able to go to like a Hyundai dealership near me, and maybe it's something they can just put into the system. But I don't care enough. You were saying go to your 80 kilometers per hour, you're all gonna die. You're like, calm down. In the US, we do that in our neighborhood. Yep. Next button. Let's do the next button. Next button. Next button. I just type it in. Third button is discarded cards. And then the last one. Your neighborhood goes between 35 and 45 depending on whether you're near on if you're near the school. And they thought 80 kilometers was too much for the highway. I mean, are you talking about in kilometers? Kilometers seems right. That sounds right. What I remember. Definitely too high would be if it was miles. For kilometers, I think that's right. Let's try it. Yeah, I think the highways near me are like there was 100 for sure that I remember seeing. I don't remember how. I don't remember the speed on the freeways, but I feel like they were over 100. Up on the last one. Oh, I didn't swap this out. Freeway yours 75 miles per hour? You must not be in a major city. Because most major cities, or at least I say most. The major cities where I've lived, which is in California, are usually 60 miles per hour. That's pretty sweet. I think that's relatively clean. Ooh, that's not though. Okay, so I do. So it does retrigger this, which means I need to do this only once. Can I use it do once? Would that work? It's gonna reconstruct it, so I don't think it'll work, but there's a chance. Okay, so I'm here. Close it. Open it. Oh, that works. Close it. Open it. Surprisingly, that worked. So the first time it gets generated, it does maintain on the first one. And then afterwards, it's just whatever you had open is what you'll have. So if I go ahead and unlock a card here, and open this, that's our card. If I come here, there's our collected cards. No, these are not collected cards. Oh, I didn't change what it says. Yeah, these are discarded. And now if I open it up again, they're still undiscarded. Excellent. So let me change the text. That's working pretty nicely. Burned cards. Discarded cards. And cards in deck. You would have tried complicating that, like trying to save what the last thing it opened was? It is doing that already, automatically. Yeah. Complicating it would be actually to make it reset every time. But actually having it maintain what it had opened is the default. Right? So the first one is collected cards. Like when you just start a run. If you mean like having it maintain the last one you open at this point, then yeah, whatever. But if I swap to cards in deck, then it maintains cards in deck. Let me fix that little outline that isn't quite there. What's the best way of doing this? To try that. You play that game where you have to destroy actual game cards? Wait, what? What game is that? Okay. Still see a slight outline there. But really what we need to do, I think it's because these... I don't know why it's like this. It's fine here. The other thing we'll need to do is probably add a hover thing for the images. Welcome back, Leo. You're eating pizza? What kind? Is it Hawaiian? Does it have pineapple on it? Hawaiian pizza is apparently from Canada. You know what I should just do? I should just make this invisible. But stuffed crust as usual. Pineapple in a pizza should be a crime. Nah, pineapple on pizza is delicious. What should also be a crime is horrible takes. I mean, horrible is relative. I think, relatively speaking, they're not that bad. I love me a good Hawaiian pizza. It's the salty and the sweet together. It's so good. Is he's gonna say is it thin over stuffed pizza? Oh no, no, no. Stuffed all the way. It's just I can never get stuffed pizza anywhere. But absolutely stuffed crust if I could on every single pizza. But to be fair, if you were to ask me if I want deep dish or regular, I think I would go for deep dish, purely because that's less of a normal thing for me. Normally you get normal pizza, but you know, Chicago style deep dish is such a rarity that I would probably go for that if it was offered. Because I do enjoy that as well. I feel like that is actually a pie, because people call pizza pie, but they're never a pie. I think deep dish is a pie. Is an actual pizza pie. You know what's the problem? That character idea is growing on you because it's less work. You can do skins. But you didn't want to do skins. Then don't do skins, Leo. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? Can and should are different. Okay, just to be clear here. Okay? I can make this infinitely procedurally generating. I'm not going to, though. Because I shouldn't. What I don't like is this. Why do I see this little... Right? Why do I see this outline? It's just a little bit bigger. That bothers me. That does bother me. What if I made the outline not there? I don't know why, despite using the same setup, one of them is sticking out above the other. I don't know why. Yeah, still see it. Still see it. That didn't help, so let's put that back. What I want is for this image, and visually it looks like it's perfectly overlapping it. But it's not somehow. What I can try doing is on this image, I can try reducing the angle of this, but then it's a little bit too, like, it sticks out from the left and right, which is odd. I can't scale it. That doesn't work. So really the corner radius should maintain. So I think I know how to solve this. I'm going to make the button invisible. Let's start with that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is add a Is image the best thing to use if I just want to color? Maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Let's try this. Actually, let's make it. Let's make that image not dark. Let's make it white, so we can let's make it hot pink, so we can really see. See. Yeah, it sticks out. You see it. I think what's happening is the rounded box has a soft edge. I think that's what's happening. The rounded box has a soft edge, and depending on the aliasing, you'll either see that edge. Yeah, so you see that edge, or you don't see that edge. Right here, you don't see it, but here now you see this. So that's not a problem with a button. What's the solution to this? Is it possible to collapse it so it just doesn't show? Well, no, I want the functionality. I just... Yeah, let me show what's going on. Because I just undid it so I can... So here, right, you have the hover and all that, which is fine, but you still see a little bit there. The thing is, right, you see how the outline there is on hover because it's behind it. I mean, I'm gonna make my own hover, to be fair, over it, but this is gonna still be a thing under. Because of this button, right? This is the button's hover. And what I wanted to do is basically just not be seen through it. And I don't think there's gonna be a way of doing that. True, we should use the brush's transparency as their own. What is that? But what does that do? Want to have hover opacity be 0 when it's behind them? Because when it's out, when it's the full width, it is still behind, but you still see it like on the sides. Right, so here I actually don't see it. Okay, I see it here. You know what? I actually don't see it when it's out, when it's expanded. Now that you say that. So maybe I do set it to be invisible when it's closed. And make it visible when it's not closed. wish I didn't need to do that though. All I want is this line to not be there, right? Like, no, each one is one single button. This is all one button. What you're seeing here is just an image on top of the button. It's just not hit sensitive, which is why I can hover over it. Yeah, this is all one button. I just don't want this line. It's all we want. It's just not to have that line. What I could try doing is giving it a 1 pixel padding. It'll technically make it look smaller when it gets wider, but that might not be a terrible aesthetic. And it would solve the problem. Especially if I didn't do it, because it only appears to be really sides. So I could just not do it top or bottom, but let's see how it looks with padding from all sides. Oh, see, now it doesn't happen. We don't see it anymore. And honestly, you can't even see the 1 pixel padding. You know what? That fixes the problem. You can't even see the 1 pixel padding. That's pretty good. Okay, so what we want to do is add in you made a post about your dumb pizza. Where and why? And why is it dumb? It's pizza. It's great. I want pizza. Having characters with dedicated unique weapons would also solve some abilities benefiting from specific weapons. I thought that was the whole point of your game, Leo. That you have different classes, and rogues definitely use daggers and stuff, right? Were you gonna have it so rogues could, because every class could equip everything before? Because I'm just realizing, wasn't that the whole point of your game, where you have different classes that do different things and play differently? Betrayal and House of the Hill is the name of the game you want to try. It is a legacy game. What does it mean to be a legacy game? Betrayal and House of the Hill sounds familiar. Why does it sound familiar? On the Discord? Okay, I'll take a look in a second. I'm curious. There's some abilities within some classes that have unique effects, like equip a specific weapon, like Rogue makes daggers become a ranger. Like Rogue makes daggers become a ranger? The gear, armor, weapon, trinkets are separate from classes. So you can equip whatever weapon and gear. Not even games like Diablo do that. You do realize this, right? Yeah, you could do that in like PoE. Because you can build the class whatever you want, but like games like even like games like as big as Diablo don't do that. They have weapons, like certain weapons that class uses. And that's it. I just want you to realize that you're scoping bigger than Diablo. Oh, Discord. Does I want to do something? Inch and a half thick black olives. I would pass because, oh, you know, it's funny. I hate olives, but on pizza it's okay because there's that few, and everything else is so overpowering that the little bit of it, like, and so like I'll deal with, but preferably no olives. I just don't like them. I don't like bitter. Jalapeno sauteed onions and tomatoes, artichoke hearts with extra sauce, Italian herbs, and enough garlic powder on top of that. It looks like it's forming a crust. Stuffed crust pizza, extra mozzarella. So good you didn't even cut it. It's just been ripping at it like an animal. Well, it does. It's definitely different. I mean, look, I would demolish that still. I would absolutely still eat all of that. My only problem with this is where's the meat? I need meat. A pizza must have meat. Pizza needs to have 3 things. 4 things. You know, it needs to have the dough, a sauce, cheese, and meat. The last one, preferably lots of different ones. I'm the kind of guy that gets the like meat lovers pizza, the one where they put like all the different meats on there. Because when those rices and veggies for a second, oh, that's Cronex's pizza. Have you never heard of a cheese pizza? A cheese pizza is just a pepperoni pizza without the pepperonis. That's just sad. Yeah, I'll be honest, I never even order pepperoni pizza. That's not enough toppings for me. Like, I need at least 2. Like, give me a Hawaiian. Extra pineapple. The last time I ordered a Hawaiian pizza, I ordered extra pineapple. Because you bet your ass I did. And it was delicious. Button. Hovered. Unhovered. Hey, Blue Sticker, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. The Confession of a True Anarchist? I don't know what you're talking about. I just like some pineapple on my pizza. Specifically, Hawaiian pizza. I mean, I say specifically, I would put pineapple on other pizza as well. Put Spam on it. You know, I've never had Spam. I'll be honest, I've never had Spam. I also need pressed. It's like the jello of meat. If there wasn't meat in jello already. I mean, jello's great. So now I have not had spam, but I have had. Oh shit! What is that? What's that? It's like spam. It's like it's like the deli meats. Oh crap! What's it called? It's like the deli deli spam almost. Crap! Forget the name of it. No, I don't remember. No, it's not corned beef. No. Google head cheese? I don't know if I want to Google head cheese. I feel like I don't want to Google head cheese. Bologna. God, that was it. Freaking. It was bologna. That's what I was thinking of. Jesus Christ, that took forever to find. Is that even meat? Same debate as spam, I think, on that one. I think it's the same as spam, where it's just. But bologna. You know what? When I was younger, a slice of bologna and American cheese, you just wrap that together, and that was delicious to get just together. Yep. Just saying. You think? You think that's not meat? I think if you're talking about craft singles, that's not cheese. I mean, sure, but it was still good. Call it whatever you want. I don't care. Yeah, craft singles. Yeah, they're pasteurized, prepared cheese product, not cheese. Because it was cheap. Yeah, that was my, I would call it trailer trash, you know, want a snack kind of thing. It was tasty. Okay. Yeah, that works. In the click. I mean, it's fine. It's a little bit brighter. Okay, so we need it to be darker like off by default. So what we need to do is take this regular, put that there. So that will fix that problem. And then we need to do the selected one will be brighter. I think I want that brighter now.
Let's have here. Pausing for ads.
Don't check Betrayal and House on the Hill? Sure, ads are going. That sounds familiar. Oh, it's a board game. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's why. That's why it sounded familiar. I watched pretty much all of the tabletops with Will Wheaton. Back in the day, maybe not all of them, but I definitely watched, I think, 100% over half of them. But I think it might have been like all of them. That's why the name sounded familiar. I wish I had people to play board games with. Man, board games are awesome. You read you Ready Player 1 and 2? Oh, is he the voice of those? Hey, Hard to Port, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You have an issue where objects you're spawning are being occluded too much? They're being occluded too much. You can spin your camera around fast. The items pop in and out super blatantly. Any suggestions there? Well, that has nothing to do with PCG. That's just Unreal. Welcome to just how the engine works. That's called frustrum culling. I mean, depends like how you spawn them, but if you spawn them all with one big graph, then looking around won't matter too much, but you're still gonna run into frustrum culling. It's only objects spawned by PCG. Normal assets work completely fine. Look through your static mesh like spawn settings. I think one of them is bounds. I think you probably need to just increase your bounds volume. If I like here, these are all spawned by it, but you might need to change this. You can see it right above here. Bound scale. Check your bound scale. Maybe increasing this will help. Useful when using world partition offset to animate vertices, and usually it's done for like world position offset stuff. But maybe that will have some effect on it. I've not run to anything major though, and I use like default values. But I don't like right. So like if I look this way, right, I don't run into this issue, and this is PCG. I'm going super fast. That I don't see it. So I'm not sure, because I've never had that issue recently, but maybe that setting can help you. I don't know. Yeah, sorry, but that's good. For all those objects would pop into existence as you would spin. Very odd. Thanks. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't give you like a different solution, but yeah, like, right. I don't have this, and this is all PCG. See down here, PCG. But also, what you see in editor doesn't really matter. Check in game or check in what like when you play, really. All we're gonna do, I think, is set the regular tint color. If it is true, then it will be pure white. And if it is not true, it'll be this thing. Oh, okay. So what we need to do now is here. So every time we press one of them, we need to take one of these. Set selected. Yep. Thank you for not duplicating. I appreciate you, Unreal. You're so great for not duplicating. I love it when you do that. I love that I have to do Control C and Control V instead of Control D. It's my favorite thing about you. Boy, it's so great. Isn't it, guys? Just the best. Okay. So we're gonna make them all selected. Right? But when we do the close other buttons, what I probably want to do is make them all not selected. Here. And then, when we start here, we set the first one to be selected. Finally got your colors in a bit in order. You have 4 random colors per material based on global seed. But now you've got it so they're somewhat related to each other. It's a lot better than looking like a clown exploded all the time. So you're just having it, are you just doing like a switch? Switch on the instance on the random instance value and pick a one of however many colors. Or doing it a different way. Give him in all good. Yeah, I would do that if you're just looking for colors. Then I would just probably use a switch statement. A switch in the material and then have it switch on colors. Switches load all inputs, but you're just loading colors, so it shouldn't be bad. Okay, so that is still... That wasn't highlighted when we started. Why? I set it to selected. Oh, and then here I need to also then update the color. There we go. So now it's the proper thing. I can hover over these. That all works. Right. You still get an outline here. I click on it. It becomes the highlighted one. Click on this one. That becomes the highlighted one. That, right. There we go. That's working. That's working really well, actually. I like that. I guess because they're all the same size, like the other ones don't move, they don't need to. Which is awesome. This worked like genuinely better than I thought it would. Okay. The next thing that we'll need to do though is freaking controller support. God damn it. I guess we need support for controllers. I'll probably make it bumpers. And what I think I want to do is add in the same system we have for the menu. I'll turn on the controller for a second. That was me. Why had Steam open? What I want to do is, you see on top where it says L1, R1, and when I why does it still say, oh, there we go. AD versus L1, R1. Now it's detecting it. Right, I wanted to do this also in mine, so we're gonna need to set it to show the buttons on either side. I think that's gonna look real nice. I don't know if that'll be easy to do to update those things. That was me, not you. But we'll certainly try. Let's see. We can try it really quick. Input prompts. This one. Yes, this one, but I need to put it. Let's see if this will work. Just like I don't know what I'll have on the keyboard, but let's just do this. Okay, I need the controller again. Damn it. R1. To here, and then this will be to Q and shoulder. Let's see if this will just work, because it might just work. I mean, not the functionality, but the visuals. QE. Yeah, look at that. Mouse. Yeah. That just works. Obviously, I'm in the selection of. I don't know where it's moving the selection from. From. But something on the selection is broken with the one card. Okay, well, great. We're having a lot of things to fix, but that's working actually really well. Awesome. So we're gonna have hotkeys to go between them, and we'll start with that tomorrow. That'll be our fun adventure tomorrow. Okay, screw his character plus weapons. It also allows you to have different weapon shape hitboxes. That's why most games have different classes and not just a character that can equip anything. Yep. Path of Exile is different, but like games like Diablo, yeah. Take this easier approach. I mean, within those weapons, you can still have different setups, but it assumed that the setup would be the same within those weapon types. The hitbox might be a little different though. Yeah. But cool, we got it. We got all that operational, so that's great. Tomorrow is controller time. So we'll set up the controller support. And then I might look into where else I can put in the those icons to show what buttons to press. We will see. But for tonight, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you had fun. More adventure tomorrow. And I hope you guys, I'll see you guys then. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.